Yeah, it's morning here on the West Coast, folks. Evening on the East. I don't know what time it is in other countries today. Mandy, I understand it's your son's birthday today. I'd like to wish your son a very happy birthday. God bless him. He's got a great mom. He should be happy and he should be very proud. Well, folks, let's wait a minute here and see if some people want to come in. You know that I was ill, I was in the hospital, I was honest about it. I tell you folks the truth. I am still tired from the surgery I went through and so forth. Okay? You know, getting old is not for wimps. So if you want to get old, you better be strong. Because in a split second, things in your life can change like you never thought. And there's nothing we can do about it, folks. We're here today. Tomorrow you're gone. It's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to everybody. I'm sorry to tell you this news because some of you think that you're going to live forever. We all hope that we will. But let's be honest, it's not going to happen. I come here and I want to talk stuff, and I want to ask you folks, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe only if you are a loyal individual. If you are a respectful individual. Because I come to you every day. I come to you with respect, loyalty, and honesty. And I expect the same in return. If you cannot provide that there, do not subscribe to my channel. And I mean that, folks. Hi, Stacy in South Florida. Hi, how you doing? Folks, obviously, I hope that a lot of us are not traveling because looking at the airports, looking at what your congressmen, your senators, the people that we voted in the office. See, they got no problem flying around the country because they fly in private jets, okay? They got no problem paying for gas because you're paying for the gasoline. They don't care. They don't give a shit that you got a problem at the airport and you got to wait 5 hours for TSA to get through it because these guys have not been paid in several weeks, okay? Government jobs used to be the best job somebody can get because you could rely that you'll have a paycheck every week. But no, not with this new government we have, and I call it new, okay? It's new. Both the Democrats and both the Republicans, they have changed. They are not, neither one are the parties that they used to be, okay? Airports are closing, Stacy. Airports are closing. Because our government can't pay our employees who count on that money. All right? These folks got mortgages. They got to buy groceries for their family. They got to put gas in their car to go to work. I live in California. All right, you people around the country are bitching that your gas went up to $3.50 or $4. Well, come to California, where you can pay $6 or $6.50 a gallon. Okay? And you want to vote for Governor Newsom to become your president? All right? Are you really serious? People keep asking me about Diddy. What's going on with Diddy? But let's be honest. I don't give a shit what's going on with Diddy. Diddy don't give a shit what's going on in my life. Why do I care what's going on in his? Some people like to keep reporting on him. Yeah, he might have some problem. Yes, he might have another indictment coming on some state levels. It might happen, and it might not happen. We don't know yet, folks. So until it does happen, you're not going to hear me talking about him. I wonder, you don't want California. You don't want Newsom to be your president. Okay? Actually, who do we want for president? They all lie to us. Do you think Trump's any different than Biden or Obama, okay, or George Bush? They all lied. Folks, there was never a TSA until 911, until they bombed the World Trade Center in New York. Then we got TSA because we have to protect our country against these kinds of terrorists around the world that want to bring down our country. And yes, there are an awful lot of countries that want to bring us down. I don't know what to say about this war in Iran. But let's go back to the war in Ukraine, because you don't hear about it. But it's still going. It has not ended. Who's Trump got trying to make peace? He's got his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and Wickoff. Why? His son-in-law is not part of his cabinet. Why is his son-in-law trying to make peace with Putin and Zelensky? Why is his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who got $2 billion, $2 billion, that's with a B, in the last term from, I think it was Saudi Arabia, for his apartment building in New York. $2 billion. And he's negotiating peace in Iran. Why? You think he's smarter than all these other people? Wanderer, thank you for, Wanderer, hit that super thanks button. God bless you. Thank you so much. It's deeply appreciated. Okay? You think he's that much smarter than everybody else? That he's got to have his son-in-law making peace there? You know why, folks? I'm going to tell you what I think. Okay? See, during war, people with money make an awful lot of money. All right? Billionaires become multi-billionaires. Okay? You can't comprehend billion. I can't. I know what a billion is. Okay? The population of the United States, I think it's $350 million. 350 million people. Am I correct? Leave me a comment. And is it 350 million? Just imagine if the government gave everybody $1 million, every citizen. That's 350 million. That's approximately one third of $1 billion. A lot of money, right? But they'll never do it. Not in a million years. Oh, maybe they'll come to give you 1,000, 2,000, okay? And you're happy. You're happy. Hey, 1,000 is more. You got that tomorrow, that's more than you had today. All right? But they're not going to do it. But yet, President Trump wants $200 billion. $200 billion for the war in Iran. Folks, this is a war. I heard them with my own ears. We won. We decimated the enemy. We took out the hierarchy of Iran. Well, if we did that, why are we still in war? Why are you considering putting our service members, putting their boots on the ground in Iran? Why? He comes out, we won this, we won that, we won. But yet, the war keeps escalating. Why? Gasoline, folks. Gasoline, okay? And which is going to become the cause of a recession here in the United States. Does President Trump know really what he's doing? Does he? Folks, I'm the first to admit I voted for him. I'm not happy with everything he's doing. Because he'll say one thing and do another. Okay? Remember when he was talking about ending the war in Ukraine? He didn't want to see any more Russian or Ukrainian soldiers dying on the battlefield. Okay? He felt bad about it. But now, here we are in Iran, which we got no freaking business to be there, in my opinion. And he wants to put our troops there. We've already lost 7 members of our military. So folks, who do you believe? We can't believe, we can't trust our own government. Yes, I voted for him. I admit it. Can you admit it? Okay? I voted for him. And if the election were held today, and it was him against Kamala Harris, once again I would vote for him. Because we don't get good choices of who to run for government. You're lucky if you get somebody who's 80, 90 years old, okay? Look at these guys who are senators. One guy's 97 years old. He's running again. I'm serious, folks. All right? 97 years old, he's running again. I think for some senator. All right? How you doing, Trucker Brandon? Folks, leave me a comment. Okay, tell me what you think. Should we be in a war in Iran? Wait, Donald Trump said, we won. We decimated all the powers. But they still keep popping up. I know, does he understand the religious part of what this war is and has been going on for years? Does he understand that? $200 billion. our president wants for a war that he said we won. Why do you need 200 billion? I'd like to have a full accounting, because you know why? He will get that 200 billion while our government workers, TSA, all these employees do not get their paycheck. You know what? They got mortgages. They don't pay it on time, they got late fees. They got car payments. They don't pay it on time. They have late fees. They're all like us, folks. That's the system. And the poor people, you're right, Rodney. The poor people just keep paying. And our politicians keep promising, and they don't deliver a goddamn thing to us. Aren't you sick of it? Because I am. Folks, I'm sick and tired of it. You Dems lost. Give me a break. Little crybaby. I'm not a Dem. I'm not a Republican. But you don't know about that. I'm a no-party affiliate. Yeah, there's a little box on voter registration. You could check that you don't want to be affiliated with any party. Okay? You didn't know that, did you? Because you don't read. Because you either go red or blue. It don't make a difference. I go from right or wrong. What's right? What's wrong? And that's how we, as American citizens, gotta start thinking. What's right? What's wrong? Forget the color, red or blue. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. And folks, just like I said earlier, for those who didn't hear me, unless you are loyal, unless you are respectful, unless you are honest, don't hit the subscribe button. I'm not looking to get millions of people. I'm not looking to make millions of dollars here on YouTube. Okay? I'm not looking for that. I want quality people. I want loyal people. And that's very hard to get on social media. I have it on Facebook. I have it on Instagram. I have it on TikTok. And I'm on all those, folks. And you should be following me on each one of those. Look at what happened to this young boy. Spring break, went to Spain, and now he's unalive. Let Trump be what he wants. Let Diddy be what he wants. I don't give a shit. But if I tell you folks I'm going to do something, okay, I do it. Anybody. And once I say I will do it, you could bet your boots it's done. I'm not a politician. I can never be one because I cannot lie in the same manner that they do. I cannot consistently lie. See, they actually believe their lies. And they believe them so much that they're able to get you to believe what they're saying. You're right, Eddie. Thank you. Folks, this Wednesday I'm going to be doing a live interview with a lady that happens to be 2 years older than I am. Okay? Very beautiful lady, elegant, classy, everything. And she's getting big on Instagram because at 83 years old, she's trying to help people with things that she experienced in her lifetime. And this is what I'm trying to achieve with you folks. I got gangster story out the kaboo I could tell you. Okay? You all want to hear about all those gangster stories? You know why I don't talk about them? Number one, because I'm not a rat. Number one, because I am not a rat, I was never a rat, and I would never be a rat. Yes, Sammy Gravano, Johnny, Michael, all these people could talk about anything they did. They got free passes from the government. Okay? Not me. So no. And why do I gotta rehash things that I did in my life? I changed. I came out of prison a changed man. All right? A reform, which is not hard, not easy to do, folks. Not many people can come out of prison and change their life the way that I did. James asked if I was a judge. No, James, I don't judge anybody, okay? It's not my business to judge others, all right? I come from a different time. A lot of you would never, ever experience it because you don't have respect, honor, and loyalty. I talk about it a lot, and then I'll see you people leave the room, okay? Because you don't want to hear about respect, honor, and loyalty. Because you don't care about it. You don't care about helping other people. You don't care about making someone else's day a happy day. I do. I try doing that each and every day. All right? So, folks, like I said, if you are not honorable, if you are not loyal, if you are not respectful, do not subscribe to my channel. Okay? I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to beg you to hit that like button anymore. Okay? It's bullshit that I or any content creator has got to ask you to do that. Okay? You should know it. If you stay in somebody's podcasts and you like what they're saying, then you should do the right thing. Give them a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. You have that option. But you folks, once again, you don't read. You don't listen. You got an attention span of 15 seconds. 15 seconds, folks. I've earned my respect, my friend. I was respected in prison. I was respected on the streets. I still am. I can walk in any city, in any country, in any kind of area. And I'm respected because I do the right thing, because it's the right thing to do. And people want to say, was it fear? No, it wasn't fear, Kevin. Respect and fear are two different things. Trust me, I know how to instill fear if I needed to. I don't do that. I got no reason to do that. Okay? And you don't hear me bashing other people either. Okay? No, you haven't been seeing my stream because I was in the hospital for a week. I had a minor surgery on my heart, but I'm back. I'm healing really well, and I want to thank you all. For those of you who said you missed me, I thank you all for your prayers. Okay, I don't like to come out and cry the blues and tell you I'm sick and I'm not feeling well. Okay, but I am 81 years old. And, like I say, we don't know when things are going to change, because it could change in one split second. Your life can change. Look, we just lost Chuck Norris. I love Chuck Norris. 86 years old. Guy was a great actor. He's a great guy. He's in great health. I don't know what he died of, but he died suddenly. All right? Thank you, Wanda. My colors come back. God bless. I'm from Ghana. Got people from all over the world here. Australia, my dear friend Justine was here from Australia. Thank you for coming. I love your comments, folks. So, folks, I'm very happy that I was able to come here today and share my thoughts with you, okay, about what's going on in the world and the things that I'm unhappy about, all right, that are happening within our government that should not be. We got Republicans and Democrats that can't get together to pass a bill to pay government employees. But yet, the same people that you're counting on to vote, they get on their private planes, private jets, and they fly home for the weekend all around the country. Yeah. You're paying for that. They don't care. They ain't paying for you. They all become multimillionaires when they get in office. Not you. So folks, I read, I research, I study, I analyze, and I strategize. You folks need to start doing the same thing. Because if you don't, you see, by you doing it together, we can make this world a better place. So folks, I want to thank you all. I want you all to have a very happy and blessed Saturday. Okay, you're going to see me. I'll be back there soon, all right, with new content all the time. Because if I can help one person, I accomplished something. So I want to thank you. God bless you all my love and respect to you all. Have a great day.